Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Deep Cuts Reactions and my name's Greg, and I was getting ready to play some Angels. Again, this is not what I was planning on playing, but I think I'm in the mood for it. But I was gonna mention I went to my therapist like last week or something, and it's just we were just talking at one point, we were just talking, and for some reason I got sidetracked and went off on this thing about when I used to be a welder, and I did that for several years, and really enjoyed it for the most part. I did have the problem that I felt like if I continued to do this, I was gonna turn into the same type of rednecks I was working with, but but anyway, that's okay. So I guess it was like the first or second job that I had after I got out of school, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it was we were building like tanker trucks, for to carry water and stuff. So we were building the tank itself, and then we would put it on a truck chassis, and they hired me because I'm a little sawed off shit. I think I weighed like 105 at the time. I was little, and they figured, yeah, we'll hire you, and you can go down in that tank and weld it from the inside. So yeah, I did a lot of that. So anyway, the when we were trying to build something, and this guy he wasn't the foreman exactly, but he was, knowledgeable. He'd been there for a long time, and he instructed us how to do something. And little sawed off shit that I am, I said, well, wouldn't this way be easier? And the guy just slapped the shit out of me. I mean, it hurt. He slapped me hard. This guy was a preacher even, I mean, besides working at the manufacturing place, he was a preacher. And, and he slapped the crap out of me, so, we got dragged up before the foreman and stuff, and they were telling me, that, yeah, that was pretty serious shit, and he could definitely lose his job. And, I thought about it for a minute, and it's like, no, I'll just leave. This guy's been working here for a long time. He's got family, he's got kids he's working to support. For me, this is just some job, It's not my life. It's just a job. And so, I'll leave, and maybe, just maybe, the guy will have a consciousness raising experience, because I could have nailed his ass. I mean, I could have gotten him fired. But, here's somebody that he did wrong that's doing a solid for him, and like I say, maybe it will, it would sink into his consciousness somewhere that, well, maybe I ought to think about the situation again. But anyway, it's just one of those experiences that, I mean, my God, that was a long time ago, but it sure stuck in my mind, So anyway, I have been encouraged to go ahead and tell my stories, and as my shrink was saying, man, you've got a lot of stories, a whole lot of stories. It's been an eventful life, very definitely. So anyway, I'll go ahead and play some music now and quit this shit. But this is the Angels, and this is a live gig that they were doing at Trobe, wherever that was. And this is Ivory Stairs, and this has been recommended. This is an awfully good song, and this particular performance is really good. So here's the Angels.
I roll the dice. It was a double one, a classic.
now that's what you call rock and roll. That was great. I mean, as always, Doc Neeson is just such an entertaining performer, and watching him, I mean, he's just all over the place, and it's so cool. He's so dramatic, and then you see him working there, and they're working. It, Rock and rollers, to me, they're like blue collar workers. I mean, he was, yeah, working up a sweat. That's hard freaking work. It's as hard as construction work, digging a ditch, working in a factory, anything like that. It's not like white collar sitting behind a desk. Those guys work for a living, and man, I just love it. Uh, it was so cool, in the beginning with the rhythm guitar, you know, bringing those chords up and faster, and it just created all this tension, and then it explodes, and oh God, man, they're so good. They, all the people are just so great on their instruments. The bass in there was really, really fine, and there's always that lead guitarist with the green guitar. He's just standing there so stoically, which I've been told was kind of his. I shouldn't say shtick, but it was kind of his nature. That's what he did. Is just stand still. But it's really effective. When everybody else is going crazy and he's just standing there, it's very cool. There's such a visual band. Besides, like I say, just hard rock and rollers, man. We lost that in the U.S. That's why it's just such a trip for me to listen to all this old Australian music. It's just really exciting. It's like there's this whole world of rock and roll that I missed. And at least I get to listen to it now. I may be an old man now, but at least I get to listen to it. So that's cool. Well, anyway, I will be back. I don't know when. We'll see. So hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and we'll see you all then. Bye-bye.